Welcome back guys to my brand new tutorial. In today's video we're going to create a profile model in our blog application using Django and Python. Alright, so for now we only store users using this users model that is already pre-created by Django. But now we also want to create our own profile database model that will actually store all of those users, but also add a couple more fields so we can actually make this more as a blog application. And what I mean by that, so for now in our users model right here, we only have username, email, first name, last name, and also the password. But also I want to add, for example, the profile picture, biography, also how many followers that profile has, and stuff like that. So we want to create a separate profile model so we can actually make those fields and make that functionality for followers, biography, and also images. Alright, so head over to our models.py and let's create a new database model and let's call it profile right here. And as always, let's pass models.model right here so the Django knows this is actually a database model. Alright, so now as I said, I want to make this profile the reference from the user model. So what I mean by that, so if you check right here, we have this admin, joker, and team users. I want those users to have their own profile based on that user database model that is automatically created by Django. So if I create that profile model for the admin user, I want that profile to have the same email, the same first name, the same last name, password, stuff like that, as that user model from Django. So let's create that user field right here. So let's call it user as always, and let's just type models.one-to-one field, and we'll pass the user database model right here. Also on delete method models.cascade, just like that, and also let's put null equals to true. Alright, so right here we just created this user field right here that is one-to-one field. So this is a reference to that user field that is automatically created by Django. And we're just saying right here, if we delete some user from our admin dashboard right here, so if we click right here and click delete, it will also delete the profile from that specific user. Alright, and now let's add those biography, followers, and image fields. So right here, let's just type bio right here, and that will be just models.text field right here. And inside of the brackets, let's just put blank equals to true, so the users don't need to actually pass the bio. Later on I will show you the way we can actually add the default bio without passing the default right here. Alright, so the next field right here is followers, and it will just be models.many-to-many field. And also we're going to use the user model right here. We're also going to use the related name so we can loop through all of the users using our followers field right here. So it will just be, let's call it followers also, followers. And also we'll put blank equals to true. Following a profile isn't actually mandatory. And also for the image, I'm just going to copy this right here from the blog post right here so we can save our time. And also we're going to add a default profile picture, and it will just be displayed if user doesn't pass any picture. It will have the default picture for their profile, and we'll store it in the profile_p/default.png right here. And also I'll put this this folder to be called profile p. And let's add also two more functions right here. I'm also going to copy that, so right here from our blog post, so it will be total followers right here, followers, and it will just count the total followers of the profile that we're currently viewing. And also I'm going to paste another function right here that will automatically populate the biography of this field right here. And you're probably wondering, why didn't I just use default right here? It is because we can't actually pass the username of the profile we're currently viewing. What I mean by that, so right here we can type in the default no bio yet and 3 dots, but it will not display this username of the profile we're currently viewing. It is much more better to see I am, for example, admin, or I am team, I am all code joker, and something like that, then no bio yet. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how you can actually add database objects from the database to actually be inside of our bio. Alright, so once you save this file, now we can go to our terminal right here, and let's make migrations first. Since we created a new model, we need to migrate it, and also push migrations right here. And now if we check right here, or first we need to actually append it to the admin right here. So let's just type profile right here, also import it. I'll first run the server. Alright, so again refresh that page, and now we can check our profile and add one profile right here. So let's add admin's profile, and for the bio, let's don't put anything so we can actually see that it works. And for the followers, let's add Joker to follow that profile. And for the image, we actually need to choose one since I didn't actually add that default.png. Alright, so I've added this default.png right here. So now if you click save right here, alright, sorry, I actually called this field bio, not biography. So right here, let's just change it. And also for the title, we actually need to pass the username right here. So now if we refresh the page, we can actually see that the profile admin was added successfully. And now if you check right here, we can actually see that I am admin actually pops up and not just any blank bio right there. Alright, and another cool thing I wanted to show you are Django signals. And if I paste it right here, and let me just move these imports up here so you can actually see it better. So right here you can copy that. So what does Django signals do? Whenever we change something in the database models, those signals will trigger itself. And right here we're using this post save signal right here that just helps us whenever the user model from our database is created or updated, will automatically create a new profile or update the existing one. So right here you don't really need to worry about this syntax. It is really complicated, but right here I will explain it as simplest as I can. So right here we're using this receiver right here that just triggers the signal right here, and whenever this user model right here is actually updated or created a new one, we're going to trigger all of this. And right here I've added these comments so you can understand it better. Right here we're checking if the new user is actually created or just registered. It will create his profile based on the information from that user model. And also if he isn't actually just created, if we're just updating him, we're actually going to save all of those changes to our profile model right there. And this one is really not important since it will just create a new profile if we update the existing user but don't already have the profile. And what I mean by that, it is just for example right here we have this Joker user that doesn't have the profile, but if we update him right here, so let's call him Joker but add his first name to be Joker, and if we save him right here, it will actually automatically create his profile. So yeah, it is really not mandatory since we just want to add names right here for them, and we can now delete this line right here, but I will let it be right there. And yeah, you can see we created this team user now and also Joker profile right here just by updating the existing users in the database. And as you can see, it is using the default.png. It has the I am Joker default biography right here. It has 0 followers and so on. In the next video we'll actually make a actual profile page right there so the users can actually go to the profile page and then follow users, see their blog post on that page and stuff like that. If you like this video, make sure to check out the pinned comment of this video. I made a prepared guide on how to help you pass the beginner stage in escape tutorial hell, and also I have got another great video right on your screen. Make sure to check it out and I'll see you in that one.